Welcome back.
If you're going to run it back, you got to run it back right. You had it, all the volume was all the way down.
I never had this much control.
You accidentally hit the laugh track. They were laughing at you.
That's not funny.
Did we already get an intro? I mean, we did an intro. Whatever. We're moving on. Welcome back to the Banger Podcast with your boys, B&T, Brandon, and Tristan. Today, we are welcome back to another podcast with your boys, B&T, Brandon, and Tristan. This podcast is going to hurt.
That's it.
Dude, people are really pissed that you can reach the sound. People, all
right, on this podcast,
people are like listening to their car, turn it all the way up. They're just getting freaking
scared.
Ear just freaking getting jammed in there. Yeah.
This podcast, we're going to talk about some of our broken bones, some of our experiences with
painful stories,
just
man.
Painful stories, and some crazy experiences in my life where I almost died.
Yeah.
What else? What do you want to jump into first?
I don't know. I think, I guess, I've broken a few bones. Have you broken any?
Yeah.
Well, you definitely have.
Yeah,
I know one of, isn't it kind of weird when you think about like the world and the animals and stuff like that, how like just weak we are? Like we are just like, I think Joe Rogan said it once, we're kind of like jelly donuts. When you look at the rest of like the wild natural world around you. And
I would say that maybe, yes, but humans also put ourselves in situations that we should have never been in, right?
No, but I'm saying like we're soft now because we rely on tools and stuff like that.
No, I agree, but animals that break their legs just die. They get eaten. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't see those animals because after they break their leg.
You know what's pretty resilient though that normally can stay alive for a while? Like a jacked up elk is going to get eaten by something, even though he's huge, right?
Yeah.
Like a jacked up rabbit, no chance.
Yeah.
One thing that can make it for a while is a jacked up fish. How many jacked up fish have you seen that TikTok where it's like the little cleft chin bass like, you won't go fishing? You won't go fishing.
We have seen, in all the time of diving, we've seen some messed up fish.
Even fishing, I've caught some messed up.
I feel so bad for them. I don't know why. I feel way worse for fish than like other animals.
Really?
Yeah.
I think fish are just super chill, but animals, they got it kind of rough because they're just going to get eaten alive.
Yeah.
But
like a deer, dude.
Yeah.
I have a picture of a deer that a friend that I know shot.
Yeah. I've seen this picture.
Arrow is sticking out
of its neck.
Yeah,
just walking around.
Next day, he pulled the arrow out or whatever. Mm-hmm. And
probably a tree knocked it off.
Yeah. And next day, he's eating at the same spot he got shot at.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
Didn't learn his lesson. Or maybe the food was just that good that he was wheeling.
Imagine like this deer doesn't get killed for years.
Yeah.
And someone kills it and then they're like cleaning the deer and there's just this broadhead in his lodge.
No, I have a story. You know exactly what this is. The alligator snapping turtles.
Yeah.
There is one that died and it actually had a Indian spear point in it.
What?
Yeah, it was recovered. It's pretty crazy.
I feel like there's a lot of stories like that.
Those things last so long, so it's like actually makes sense.
I mean, they're genuinely dinosaurs.
Yeah. One thing I was going to talk about kind of reminds me of the deer situation with the spear, not the spear, but the arrow in the neck. I was in Crystal River and I was spearing grouper,
right?
And is actually the same rock we go to, the big one, Hammer, right? So I drop down and I shoot this grouper and I shoot him a little like high through the back, but it's cave shooting, so it's like you shoot what you can get, like you know it's legal, like you're gonna shoot it. So I go down there and I have all my GoPro footage of the actual grouper ripping off the spear. Like fish are so hardcore, they do not care, man. They will rip themselves to shreds, even if it's fatality, right?
Yeah.
And he ripped off of the spear. A week later, I'm there. Again, you have numbers for the ocean. It's a whole ocean. You got different numbers that you go to for different rocks. I dive down. I shoot a fish, stoned him right through the head. I actually shot him in between the eyes, and it blew out through his back, the spear. And it was the only shot I had, but it was a big...
Blew his back out.
I blew that back out, as I normally do. you know, rightfully so. Just taking them backs and
how
straight.
many dudes you balloon their backs out at?
Well, I start between the eyes. Look, man, either way, in spearfishing, shooting in line with the fish is not sought after because you kind of like mess up the fillets and whatever, right? Like even if you're going to mess up the fillets, just get one like poke through the side, right? It's kind of the thing. Anyway, I'm going to fillet this fish and I'm like, man, there's like real chunks of the fish's back missing. Like it looks as if like, it looked like a bullet exit wound where like the entry is small and then the exit is like actually like bad. And I get to thinking, I'm like, man, this doesn't even, it's not like lining up with my spear correctly. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I stoned this fish. So stone means he died instantly.
Right.
I start looking at the footage of the last time I was out there. It was the same fish.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I matched them up and everything. So it like legitimately was the same fish.
That's pretty crazy. All right, let's get back on topic. Fish animals are freaking tough. I would agree.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, a lot of animals. Dude, I saw on TikTok. Let's get on to our talk real fast.
Okay.
I saw on TikTok the other day a 2-legged dog.
2. Wait,
one in the front,
no, I was gonna
one
say,
in the back.
I was gonna say it is really crucial to know which 2 legs this dog has.
One in the front, one in the back.
I prefer 2 front legs, kind of handstands.
He's like this. I was like, whoa. How is this
opposite
possible?
sides?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's just happy as can be, like chasing down.
So when he ran, he moved them both at the same time, right?
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah, just kind of like hop status. That's crazy, dude.
Dude, I've seen 3-legged dogs in person. I'm like, oh.
But for sure, when you see 3-legged dogs, it's a lot more like realistic looking than you would think. You're like, oh, that dog's just doing it. And it's no big deal.
I've seen one in the front, one in the back too.
2-legged's way different.
2-legged, that is just should not be.
Yeah, 2-legged's way different.
Or like the pig. I saw a pig that was paralyzed in the back, and they made like a wheelchair for the pig.
Yeah.
That was cute.
I saw that in person not too long ago. Not a pig though, but a dog. Not a pig, just a dog. It had wheels, and I was like, oh, that's pretty crazy.
At what point, like pigs and stuff like that, because you can technically eat pigs, right?
I mean, you could technically eat.
I might get in trouble for this, but at what point are you just like, maybe we shouldn't make a $10,000 wheelchair for him? You know?
What? So you suggest eat it instead?
I don't know.
Like, yeah, we've had Jimmy. Jimmy's pretty much a family heirloom at this point, but his 2 back legs went out. So
little Jimmy might just have to.
Jimmy, that's where Jimmy Dean's sausage came from, baby.
Dude, like,
wow. Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Like back in the day, I feel like if the pig can't walk, he's just gonna get eat.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everybody's like, let's make him a wheelchair.
You know,
which is great. I think it's cute.
About an hour from here, there's a dolphin with a prosthetic tail named Winter.
That is kind of impressive.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? It actually can swim without the tail, though, too.
That's weird.
Imagine...
It's just like this.
Yeah, it actually is. It actually is.
God, now I feel
But it, like,
bad.
moves its body. It does, like, a belly roll.
Dude, I saw a guy in the pool doing something like that recently.
Yeah?
It was interesting. His style of swimming was that.
Oh, you're being serious.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of people, last night at Publix...
Yeah.
Someone that worked at Publix ran up to me, super nice girl. She was like, I love the podcast. I was like,
that's cool.
My first stranger podcast interaction. I've had some
cool.
friends and even some people at the gun range be like, yo, I listen to the podcast. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Like that guy listens to the podcast. But
I've only had friends and like family
like people you know, right?
Yeah. And they're like, I really enjoy it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys.
Yeah. No, it was cool. So I was like, dang. She was like, yeah, I'm like doing work and I'm listening and I'll like die laughing and
That
people
is
just be looking at me.
funny.
And I'm like, yes, please have headphones in while you're listening to our podcast, especially after the ones we filmed recently. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. So bad.
All right. How many bones have you broken in your life, Brandon?
If you count my nose in all the times I've broken it, at least 30.
Okay.
How many bones do we have in our body?
200 and something, maybe 300.
200. Wait, I know there's a joke about this. Like,
Look it up, Trav. What do you got?
I think it's 207. Or maybe that's the joke. Do you have
216?
206? No, it's 207. 206.
You said
Oh, so I
206.
said 207. So
Yeah.
that's the joke is like when you're in elementary school, it's like, how many bones do you have in your body? 206. Well, it could be 207 or
Oh
whatever,
my
right?
God.
It's a terrible joke. But I guess I remembered
206
I
bones.
remembered the wrong part of that joke.
Yeah.
I was like, 207.
How many bones have you broken?
Yeah,
Well, you can tell me literally how many times have you broken your nose?
unofficially, probably like 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah. Well, I've had 7 sinus surgeries. So
Yeah.
if you count those when
No.
they're like breaking my nose in there,
No,
yeah,
they
who
don't
knows?
count.
Yeah.
Okay, what else have you broken?
Collarbone.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's one of the toughest bones to break.
Yeah, collarbone is right here by your neck. And
I don't think we have to explain where the
well, I
collarbone
mean,
is.
I never knew until I broke it. I didn't even know there was a real bone hanging out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sucky one.
Yeah. Broke a collarbone.
My sister was running down a hill, fell, just running,
Okay.
fell and broke her collarbone.
What kind of hill was this?
It was extreme, I guess. I don't know.
How'd she fall from a running
Dude, she's just
stance
running,
to-
running like this, right?
Because you got to fall like.
Boom, and just, I don't know, just all
'Cause you're-
collarbone.
Wait, did Jake break his? No, he broke his shoulder.
Dude, he broke all kinds.
Oh, no. Maybe
my
he broke his
gosh.
collarbone too.
I don't know, dude. Everything was broken in him. But yeah, broke her
Heart broke, collarbone broke. Just
Heart been broke.
his freaking confidence broken.
Um,
All of it was broken.
So collarbone. What else? You haven't broken an arm, fingers.
Hand.
You broke your hand.
Yeah, I broke my hand. Pretty embarrassing story.
Okay, what happened?
Oh, you want to just get in?
Just
straight to
get
that?
like quick. Sum it up real fast.
I used to BMX, pretty hardcore.
Okay.
Like actually, like when we moved here, I still have my bike, like
Yeah.
from like middle school.
So you can do like tricks and stuff, or were you just like riding around?
No, like I for real did that shit. I was doing tricks and stuff.
Like what could you do?
I mean, I could do I could grind. I was a big grinder. You can catch me at your local skate park just
With
getting
like
it in. Two pegs,
two
right
pegs.
side. I was a right side grinder.
Okay.
Yeah, 50-50 grind.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was good. I could do like a lot of flatland tricks. Anyway, I was doing a bar spin. I was practicing this in my driveway. I was doing a bar spin and I kept it up, and
Yeah.
that's where you like literally jump on your bike, spin the handlebars 360 and grab the handlebars and land.
Yeah.
So I was doing this and I kept messing it up. And when you mess it up, you fall. Like you don't
Yeah.
have handlebars and you're falling, right?
Yeah.
So I actually landed it. But after a bunch of falls, I hit my hand so hard on my handlebars, I broke my hand. So it's like I spun the handlebars, I caught them, but as I caught them, I also landed and like jammed my hands into the handlebars.
And you just broke your
Broke
hand.
my hand. Yeah.
Dang.
Maddie B from Guggen Squad just called me also.
About what?
I don't know. It's like I wish I would have saw that so I could answer that. It could have been interesting. Probably
Okay.
about the boat.
So ask me.
Well, I think I've broken other stuff, but I can't really remember.
Yeah, I was just sitting here like, what have I broken?
Like I'm sure I've had
I've
some,
broken some shit, dude.
yeah, some like minor stuff that I
Yeah.
can't remember. Yeah. So go ahead. What have you broken?
So, as a kid,
Yeah,
love Power Rangers.
Power Rangers are
Yeah.
awesome. What's your favorite color? Power Ranger.
I like black, but I like black as just black is like one of my favorite colors.
For some reason, red was my guy.
I think red. I like red too, but I liked all the Power Rangers, right? So there was this one Power Rangers movie where dude jumps off the cliff to save this girl that's in the river.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I didn't have a river, but I did have a couch.
And you're
So
like,
I jumped off.
yeah.
I was like 4 years old. Jumped off. Ah! And broke my arm in 2 places.
Well, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I broke it down
Off
here.
a couch jump?
Off a couch. Broke it. I just like landed just straight.
Oh, I just.
Crack.
Oh.
Yeah. Cast it up. It was horrible because you had to you have an itch right here in the middle of your arm.
Yeah.
But figured out you get a clothes hanger and like itch it.
Yeah.
That was nice. But yeah, broke. That was like one of the first things I ever broke. And then broke my nose. I've broken my nose probably 4 times.
Yeah. It's a pretty easy one to break.
I've broken my pinky and the ring finger,
On both hands?
both hands
Damn.
from cheer.
Okay.
At one point, this finger could go all the way. like this.
That's good if you're trying to give someone directions. There's like a side
It's
row.
over there.
There's like a side row. So like it's on that one.
What else? I haven't broken like. Oh, I broke not my big toe, but
Okay.
my middle toe.
For your foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kicked a door because I was mad or something when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it broke, and now I have a hammer toe. And if you don't know what that is, it like the ligament. If you break this, the ligament starts to pull back, and it's like.
So you got a little Captain
It's called
Hook toe?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
For the audio only, you're really missing out. Got to watch the
like
YouTube
crazy
channel.
bad, but you see
Oh, I
that?
see though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
just
broke the tip of that.
He
nub.
looks sad, honestly.
Yeah. My toes look freaking horrible right now. Anyways.
Yeah, we'll blur those out. Those would be on Tristan's OnlyFans if you guys want to sub to that. Little foot action.
I cracked my skull. That counts.
Yeah, that's a pretty big one. I was waiting for that one. I knew that one. That one's pretty serious.
Cracked my skull.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I'm
Yeah.
sure there was something else, but I think like you, I can't really remember everything right now. I was a reckless little kid.
Yeah. I feel like I sprained my ankles a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I sprained my ankles. I have a torn ACL right now.
Oh yeah, you have a torn one right now. You've had it for
almost a year now. Due to insurance, I haven't been able to get surgery, but I'm planning on getting it soon.
If you guys listen to the pod, Tristan and I split it 50-50. So if you want to listen to the pod a lot, build up the bank on this side so I can financially benefit from it, and then Tristan can use his half to go get surgery. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So we truly appreciate it.
Yeah, but
Could you imagine? I'm just buying Lamborghinis. You're like, I can finally get surgery.
woo, surgery.
That's funny.
But yeah, so that leads into well, actually, I think I should call my mom. And the past podcast, we talked about calling my mom and getting her side of my grandma getting hit by.
Yeah, so your grandma got completely smashed by
yeah.
carts at Walmart.
If you've been paying attention to the podcast, one of the last podcasts we talked about was, dude, out of nowhere, my grandma just gets ran over by like 100 carts.
And she just had hip surgery.
Yeah, she just had like hip or knee surgery or something. So I want to call her. I call her and get her.
Look, we got 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
After you call her, though, I think we should go into talking about each of our injuries and then accidents. Because my funniest one is my collarbone.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get his mother on the phone real quick,
Yeah.
and then we'll jump into some more crazy stories. But this one is going to be a funny one.
I think this should be funny.
Okay. All right, so T's looking up the number right now. Well,
Look up my mom's number.
T's trying to remember his mom's number. All right, before you call her, this was a childhood memory you had.
Yeah, this is a childhood memory, and dude, it's like one of those things where at Christmas or Thanksgiving you talk about, and I swear, bro,
Dude, and she's like, what are you talking about?
That never happened.
No, she got hit by something else. Or, dude,
What if it's way worse though?
right? Like we've been joking about it. It's like
That's why she died.
because your grandma passed away.
Yeah.
Not from this incident, but what if it
Well,
was?
what if
from
it was?
this? Just don't remember.
No.
Oh my
she did
gosh!
not
All
die
right,
from
let's
this
get your mom on the phone
Okay,
here.
here we go.
This is really cool technology we have here.
Okay, wonderful.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
what are you doing?
I just came inside from feeding Mabel. What are you doing?
That's our pig. who also has a wheelchair. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I got a question, Mom.
Well,
you're on the
welcome to the Banger
Yeah,
podcast.
you're on the podcast. Me and Brandon can hear
Yay!
you, and all the other people can
Hey,
hear you as well.
Brandon.
Hello.
All right, so I told the story the other night about on another podcast about Nana getting ran over by the buggies. Will you?
Oh, God.
I'm scared that I told it wrong, so I want to hear your side of what happened.
Oh, my gosh. So, Nana was having some back trouble.
It was
And
back trouble.
You said it was hip surgery.
I didn't know if it was hip or knee. I couldn't remember, but it was because she
No.
fell off the semi truck, right?
right.
Right.
Yep. She fell off. Well, that's what caused the back pain, but you're thinking of her knee, too, because remember, she had to have knee surgery.
Okay, so she had to have knee
And
surgery.
so she fell off this semi truck and busted herself up pretty good. And it caused her disc in her back to herniate, but we didn't know that at the time.
Right.
So she could not hardly stand up. So she weighed probably 110 pounds,
She's
like
little, bro.
soaking wet.
Yeah.
So she was tiny, and she's like limped over, like just humped over. She couldn't stand up straight. And to know my mama, like to know Tristan's Nana was, she was a trip. She was
She's
just
like-
hilarious. So to
like me
see her
times
in this
20.
condition, yeah, like she was just on a different level.
She is humpback at this moment when we're walking into Walmart.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Was she
But
there?
we had gone to the chiropractor before that. So
Yeah.
we had just left the chiropractor's office, and she had gotten some relief.
Okay.
So she had been hurting for days, right? I mean, she was in a lot of pain for days.
Yeah.
And we were all laughing at her. We didn't think it was that bad, you know? And
right. Because a herniated disc is
and-
pretty intense.
yeah, it's pretty bad, but I thought she was carrying on. You know how she was.
Yeah.
And so she goes to the chiropractor, gets some relief, but she's still hunched over. And she decides that she feels good enough to go to Walmart. And so we're like, all right. So we go to, not a good idea. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
and the chiropractor had told her, go home and, put your legs up and ice your back. But she wanted to go to Walmart. So off to Walmart we go. And we're walking in,
Oh, no.
and we're walking very slowly. She's
no.
hunched over, and this guy comes barreling in. He had like 20 buggies,
Oh,
you
it's
know.
only 20.
And
I said 100.
Tristan said an infinite line of buggies just as far as you
of
can
course
see.
he did.
That's what I remember.
Of course he did.
Okay, so
So we'll say 100 buggies. And he had lost control of them. And they're coming, you know what I mean? It's like a slow freight train, but there's nothing anybody could do to stop it. And Mama's holding on to the buggy. She's holding on to the buggy, and she's bent over, so she never sees what's coming. You know what I mean? And I'm watching this happen, like no,
Oh, no.
and it just crashed into her, and the noise that come out of this woman's mouth. She literally was like, oh! She falls on the ground, sprawled out, and the guy just gets the buggies and goes on about his way. And I'm like, hey, hey, did you see what just happened? Like, I was expecting somebody to help me get
Right.
this, woman off the floor, my poor mama. And she is just in so much pain. She was like, that son of a bitch.
okay, so
What hit me?
she didn't even know what hit her.
She didn't even know what hit her. I'm like,
Holy shit.
these buggies. And she was like, what the hell did he do? He just crashed them into me. He lost control of them.
Didn't she?
And so
Didn't she win a settlement?
she did win a settlement. And what helped her settlement was the dude did not say anything to her.
Oh,
He didn't
shit.
say, I'm so sorry. Are you okay, ma'am? And there was this whole scene, you know what I mean? Like she literally laid out screaming at the top of her lungs. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
That is funny. How
Wow.
much
Yeah.
do you know how much she won?
I think she got like $10,000 out of the whole
I thought it
thing
was like
because
40.
it messed up her.
Either way, $10,000 is a lot.
That is a lot of
So
money.
my story was
but it
almost
caused
correct.
a lot of pain.
Oh,
Yeah.
It messed her up.
Oh, my
Messed her up
God.
worse. And so,
So she already had herniated disc and then gets hit by buggies.
Right after a little bit
Yeah.
of relief from the chiropractor. Just-
after the release,
Oh my!
you know,
God.
and those little control things that control the buggies now.
yeah, the little electric ones.
yeah.
Yeah, my mama swore that it was because of her back injury that they had created those things.
Probably.
That's funny.
I'm like, Mama, I doubt that that's why they created them. She was like, of course it was. They don't want to pay $10,000.
That machine probably cost about 10K.
Yeah, it's like, Mama, if everything's not centered around you.
Goodness gracious.
Well, thanks for joining us on the call, Mom, and
Thanks for being our first call in on the Banger podcast.
yeah.
Woohoo!
All right.
All right.
Well, I
Well,
love
call
you.
me
Talk to you
later,
later.
Tristan.
All right,
I
bye.
love you too. All right, bye.
That is funny.
Bro, so still hilarious story.
Yeah. So I was like
You were-
80%.
Yeah, you were off a little bit. One,
Yeah.
she said she had hip surgery. She
was-
had back and knee problems.
Yeah.
And then You said 120 carts.
That's what I guess as a kid, bro, just seeing 20 carts, that looks like a lot.
But also at the same time too, I remember you telling this story and you were like, dude, it didn't stop till she was under like cart 25.
Yeah, dude, that's what I remember, bro.
Which like, I think you should just keep that memory. That one's way funny.
It's way funny.
I'm just imagining her like a human roadkill speed bump at Walmart.
Well, just
with
as a,
carts.
as a kid, like you see things differently.
Yeah.
Like things are so much bigger, so much, more intense.
That is funny,
So
bro.
as a kid, I just see my grandma just getting plowed by these, by these carts, and it was way more intense than I thought it was. Brandon, that is horrible. Anyways, rest in peace, our soul. She's been gone for a while. I think I don't know how many years now.
10 grand for that.
10 grand.
10 grand. 40 grand would have been better, but
Yeah, 40 grand. We'll
10
just keep it at
grand's 10 grand's cool too.
All right,
Man,
so that's my
It's funny.
little. So it was like 80%. But
dude, I'm glad we had that moment of laughter because
Yeah.
the rest is just like, yeah, I was miserable. Like
I did this.
I broke this, I did this. That's funny though.
So you broke a collarbone.
Yeah,
How?
yeah. I was young and I don't know. It was probably elementary school.
Yeah.
And every summer I went up to the ranch, and my grandparents had a little bit of property in Benel, Florida. We'd
Yeah.
ride horses, cattle, do fences, stuff like that. Real cowboy shit. I was riding this horse in this field as we normally do, right? And riding her name was Annie, big horse, and snake spooked her like a rattlesnake. And I'm on her by myself, and she runs all the way back to the barn, like full speed. Like I'm a little one. So I'm like, whoa! Who knew? Like I would do anything to go back and watch that from somewhere else. Because it's hilarious. Like this kid's just on this horse. The horse is like walking. It's just beautiful. And then a rattlesnake comes up. Horse freaks out, runs into the barn. Here's the problem. Or the horse stable, I suppose. Here's the problem. The horse stable was pretty old, and it was built in some mud. So the horse stable has sunken over time. You know how buildings do that? Like they don't have any foundation. They just kind of sink into the ground over time. Well, the horse's head could barely fit under it. So it had to kind of like dip down and get under it. Little Brandon J took wood slab to the forehead at full speed and flipped off of this horse backwards, dude. And it was my right side, so I landed, tried to catch myself on my right side, and broke my collarbone right there.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, the key to all this is don't try to catch yourself when you fall. Just fall.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that the hard way.
Well, you did just fall one time without catching yourself, and it actually might be worse. I don't know if that advice actually paid. Well, it did pay off for you. Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. What do you want me to go into? I already told my arm story.
Yeah. What's your next one?
What
do you want to talk about? I mean, what? We both broke our noses.
Yeah.
How was your nose break?
My nose break was from. Yeah, this is hard to tell. It's not hard to tell, but it's weird to go into. When I was in first grade, so I was about 6 years old.
Yep.
Me and my stepdad were on the way to school. He was driving me to school.
All right.
There was this train intersection that was like...
Wait, this happened here? This is how you broke your nose?
This is how I broke my nose.
Okay, so I don't know. I've never heard this story, but I also knew that there was some crazy interaction with a locomotive that...
Yeah, a
that's
train.
what we're about to get into?
We're going to talk about it real fast.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to wait.
No, I want to hear how you got hit by a train.
So this is a story about how I got hit by a train in a car and survived. So we were on the way to school. It was like Halloween time. I had so much candy.
Yeah.
Stacked up in the front seat. And so usually I would sit in the back seat. Never, my stepdad and my mom would never let me, and my dad and stepmom would never let me sit in the front seat. That was just dangerous, right? Mm-hmm. Well, this day I was asking, please let me sit in this front seat. Let me sit in the front seat. If I wouldn't have sit in the front seat, I'd be dead. So that's a miracle in itself. So we're driving to school. This train intersection was horrible. Like the lights didn't work sometimes. It didn't have the arm that goes down. and we were just blasting music, talking to one another. Like he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, and we're going to go across the intersection, and just genuinely we're not paying attention, and just wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
And we're driving across the intersection, and the train just hits the front quarter panel of the car, going at like around 45 miles an hour, to the point where we get hit and it flips. It spins the car 360 to the point now we're just back facing the train that's going by. So the train hits us, boom, front quarter panel, flips us around, crushes in the whole left side of the car. And I have pictures I'll be able to show you.
What?
But like I said, if I were sitting in the back seat, I would be dead.
How have I known you for this long and I've never heard this story?
I've never really told anybody.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I have pictures of the car, and it is like, if you look at the car, you're like, yeah, those people died for sure.
Dang.
Yeah.
But
and
so all you did was break your nose?
So the only thing that happened to me was my nose broke from the airbag.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. But the side that I used to sit on was
Yeah.
completely crushed in.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't, like the metal would have went over me. Like it would have been like the jaws of life getting me out.
Wow.
Dead probably. So, so what happened? We get hit, boom, flips around. There's a guy in a tractor, like doing construction work. Like there was a bunch of stuff being built right then, at that time.
Yeah.
And he calls the cops, and they had the recording. It was like, this man, I know it was a man and someone else in the car. He went to go across the tracks, got hit by a train. Send the ambulance, or send the, what's the people that come and pick up like people that have died?
The morgue?
Away. Yeah, send the morgue, blah, blah, blah. These people are dead. And then on the call, he's like, oh my God, there's movement in the car.
Oh, shoot.
There's movement in the car. So what happens was...
That'd be crazy if we could get that recorded.
Yeah, that would be nuts. It gives me chills thinking about it. But so at that point, get hit, boom. My stepdad it crushed his whole side in to the point where he's sitting on the
center console.
console. And he like has this sharp pain in his like shoulder area or whatever. But like he's in shock. I'm in shock. He said I was just sitting there like this. But I don't remember like that instance. The only part that I remember is being pulled out of the car. So anyways, he crawls over, gets me out of the car. We get up out of the way. Ambulance and stuff show up. That's kind of when I come to. But what I remember is I was being held by a paramedic.
Yeah.
But all the firefighters and paramedics had the same face.
What?
I was in such shock that like, I don't know how
Your brain just did some trippy stuff.
Just did some weird shit. And so everybody looked the same, and my stepdad he had cut his head open right here.
Yeah.
So they were wrapping him up like a mummy, like his head, and it freaked me out, bro. I was tripping. So luckily,
I'm not trying to laugh.
No,
I'm
I
just
know.
like imagining a kid.
As a kid, just like, oh, like I thought he was done, you know? Like, mind you, he's standing.
Right.
But so the only thing that happened to him was he broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
And so, like, by the grace of God, that was a complete miracle.
Dude, I just don't know how I've known you for so damn long. I never heard about this.
I want to show you the picture.
We'll definitely try to lay it over on the pod. We're getting the editing figured out. But no, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So,
and all that happened to you is just broke nose because a airbag just sucker punched you right in the face.
Dude,
I
I just had like black eyes for a month.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've almost died a lot in my life.
Yeah. Goodness.
Gosh.
Well, my nose break story was not as cool.
Yeah.
I really should have went first.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of this story, let's bleep this kid's name out, but I want to say it out in full because every time I say it, I say his full name. I don't even know if he knows this happened anymore. It's crazy. I was also in first grade.
Yeah.
And this kid, we're going to bleep that name out, but we'll call him Jay for the rest of this.
Yeah.
we were sitting in class, and he had a number 2 pencil. We were in like a computer class or something. I mean, I was first grade, so it wasn't like we were sitting there learning code, right?
Yeah.
We're just like, this is where the buttons are on the computer,
Right.
like something. We're in the computer lab.
This is enter.
Right. The big one is the space bar.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're in the computer lab, and we're supposed to be being quiet or whatever. And so he's not talking, but we're like, we're friends. And he had a number 2 pencil, like the old school yellow pencil.
Okay.
And if you know how that works, it's the yellow pencil, and then you have like that weird metal thing on the pencil, and then you have the big pink eraser.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how bored you got, but I used to like take the pink eraser and like wiggle it out of the metal thing, and then it, you could take the eraser all the way out of it. Well, that's how his pencil was. So no eraser at all.
Yeah.
And he was just like pretending like he was going to hit me in the face with it. Like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. And then he stabbed me in the middle of my nose, and the metal went through and broke my nose. Like it like skinned my nose all up, but he hit me so hard it broke my nose.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I was like, oh. Yeah, dude. He got like suspended and everything for that. And it's not like I was like, I'm pressing charges on this kid. I was just like,
broke your nose with a number 2 pencil.
Yeah, but like the metal part. And also like we're young. So imagine now, like our cartilage is probably a little harder, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah. But I didn't get hit by a train. So it's like way less cool.
But that's a pretty freaking cool story.
So ever since then, I've had really bad sinus problems. I've had sinus surgeries and stuff like that. I've had 7 sinus surgeries, like even on at this point for months on the podcast, I'm like, sorry guys, I'm stuffed up. Like it's just really bad. And so I always blame the kid Jay in first grade for stabbing me in the face with a pencil.
You piece of shit.
Yeah. Where are you at now? I know his brother too. His brother's a big fisherman.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember, dude, like pencils are crazy. But I remember kids would get in fights and stab each other with pencils.
Isn't it weird that like lead is really bad and like they were just giving it to us to write with?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, were you a kid that ate glue?
Nah.
No, I feel like
I put the glue on my hands and then
like
peeled it
snake skin.
off. Yeah.
People, I remember eating like Elmer's glue was a thing though.
No, I
You know what I'm
did
talking
that.
about? I knew
never
people that did
bro.
that. Yeah.
I did taste Play-Doh one time.
Salty as bro, so salty. But it's like, damn, this looks so good, dude. Especially when you do one of those.
Colorful.
It's so pretty.
Looks like a big Starburst, bro.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
I was just, as a kid, I'm like, man, this gotta taste good.
You know, where it looks really good is like you had one of those like things that you put the Play-Doh in, then you push it out and it like makes hair or something. That always was like the most delicious looking.
Do they still
Play-Doh.
have those types of toys?
For sure.
They do?
For sure. When we were at Fanatic's house, there was a whole table full of Play-Doh, and he has a little sister or something like that.
Okay.
And but no, it turns out she just plays with a python that she has. She just walks around with a python. It's like, oh my god, that is
How
definitely
big is the python?
pretty. What?
That's a big snake.
No, it's just thick. It's just that thick,
Thick ass boy.
real thick,
Damn.
real thick. Hudson's calling me. Popular guy today.
Wow.
Maybe I should have like linked my phone up and
Yo, what's going on?
we could have just had phone calls with Brandon J.
All right, I got another crazy story. Probably, if you have any more stories about you breaking anything, you probably want to tell it.
Did I break anything else? Collarbone.
Or should we keep this one for another podcast?
What?
The head?
Your brain?
My brain?
I mean, it could be the title of this one. What are we going to call it?
Tristan got hit by a train and survived.
I guess we could call it that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this could be something else we could talk to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got any pictures like the alligator guy? That worked really good. Remember?
I do
We put his thumbnail up of the alligator. Everybody thought I got attacked by an alligator. People were like wishing I got better. I was like, guys, it wasn't me.
I'm good.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did I tell you about that? A lot of people thought it was me. They're like, yo, Brandon, are you okay? I saw what happened.
I mean, you kind of do look similar.
Yeah, it was like the head angle. You okay? Big sneeze.
Bro.
Yeah.
Every time I get around you, I think it wears off.
I think I'm just allergic to this area, dude. I don't know what it is.
I'm allergic to podcasting, bro.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap it on. No, I'm kidding. No, we got a couple more things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
T's gonna bring it up right now.
Oh,
The next thing.
the jet ski.
Oh, you want to get into that?
Well, you don't have to.
Remember when I was like, you should write down things you want to talk about? You're like, nah, I'm off the top of the dome, man.
I did off the top of the dome. I brought a lot to this podcast so far. I brought my grandma's story again. Brought grandma back.
You're really
Part
leaning
2.
on grandma, dude.
Hell yeah.
Thank God that story was funny.
Yeah.
Dude, your mom with that is even funnier, too.
Yeah.
It just makes it better. It actually makes it funnier that you remembered it wrong. And it makes me wonder how much stuff I remember wrong.
Yeah.
Like completely wrong. But to me, it's so real.
Yeah.
You ever had a dream that you had when you were younger, and now that you're older, you can't remember if that was real or if it was a dream?
No.
What are you looking for right now?
I'm trying to look for me in the hospital.
Yeah. I feel like I can imagine what that looks like, you know?
Yeah, but I want you to see it. You know?
Yeah.
Dude,
So
have you scrolled through your Instagram all the way down to the jump?
Yeah.
Cringy shit.
No, what's really cringy
I
is
used to post whatever.
me on
I posted a fridge.
There's Gatorade in it. Honestly, we should go through each other's old Instagram.
Severe weather alert.
Tristan posted a screenshot of severe weather. What was your caption?
broken rod.
That's funny, man.
Spark. It's like, what?
You
Dude, I just
posted pictures of things.
Pool.
What was your caption for that?
Just a summer day.
That is cringy, bro. What's that?
It's a bunch of chainsaw stuff when I was working.
What's the caption?
Loading up the truck for another tree job with the pops, making money on Saturday.
What are the comments on that?
No comments.
just nothing's changed, baby. Just like now. 0 comments. Dude, that's actually pretty fine. I like that. Let me run through here real quick. I think that is so funny. You know what's a testament to that though is the way.
Look, posted a picture.
What is that even?
That's my mom's phone. I said, when you're locked out of your house and it's 1 a.m. and you try calling your mom to come let you in, but she left her phone outside.
That's actually funny.
Like, what?
But the fact that you posted that on Instagram is actually way funny.
I just posted everything.
That's
back in the
funny.
day.
You should do that again. People would probably really appreciate it.
Look,
just switch up your whole Instagram from here on out.
That's where I fell.
Dude, honest to God though, Tristan, if people posted shit like that, I would probably look more at what that is than people's selfies and shit. Like if I just posted a picture of like just these cable inputs, it'd be like, back at it. People are like, what is he back at, dude? What is he doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, maybe we should just post really like cryptic ass Instagram photos again. Because we're posting our best moments. We need to post like...
Oh my God.
What is this?
I can't even say what I posted this.
Oh, hold on. It went away.
Oh,
You got to find it again.
Shoot. Okay. Here. That is bad.
You're canceled, bro.
Dude, I got to delete that.
Hold on. Let me screenshot it, though, because I got to remember that exists. It's just something... it's not with the times, for sure. I feel like I've been scrolling forever, and it's still just current shit. I post way too much on Instagram. I'm still scrolling, bro, and I haven't even got to old stuff yet. I've got to, like, beginning of college.
Yeah, you do post a lot.
I post like almost too much on Instagram, but it's my favorite thing, dude. Instagram is one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorite.
Love sharing
It used
photos.
to be. It used to be.
Okay, I got to the bottom.
Okay.
I did post things too.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So the first thing I posted, so cringy,
Bro.
money.
Oh.
I sold candy in high school.
Yeah.
And this says, I'll show you the picture in a second, but it says hard work equals large success. # on my grind. 2013. I was that guy, bro.
Yeah, you were that guy.
I was that guy. It violates not a substantial amount.
Yeah.
A couple bundles of some ones. It definitely looks like drug money. Oh. I posted, this is actually artistic as now that I'm looking back at it.
Okay.
The out the window airplane wing photo.
That's the
That's an Instagram story
That's
now.
like Instagram story now.
Yeah, it says off to Alabama for tryouts. # nervous, # focused, # stoked.
Oh, hashtags are real.
Yeah, went hard on the hashtags.
Okay.
Posted my motorcycle, and then oh god,
Just show me. We won't talk about it.
it's my dead dad.
Oh.
But it's just his grave.
Oh, what?
I just
Let me see. I've never seen it.
but it was brand new, so I wrote like I love you, Dad, in the sand.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
But I was like, I don't know. I was just scrolling. I was like, whoa. This is actually funny.
Okay.
We're going to end after this. We're going to move on to the next subject. But I posted a picture of my first real job. Do you see the picture?
Oh, the water. The water.
Water.
The car wash.
Yep, the car wash. This is my caption, though. I kind of like it. Working at a car wash in the rain is pointless. It's very inquisitive, young.
But
man.
like, you almost can't tell what it is.
Yeah,
Dude, our Instagram has changed drastically.
it's so funny, dude. It's
But that would be
really
funny if we started posting like
just shit like that again.
not even us in it. Just I'm gonna try it.
Honestly, it can't hurt. It really can't
No.
hurt, right? No, that's funny. That's actually funny. On a not funny note, we got a major accident that happened. T and I were both experienced this. It didn't happen to us, but it was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so as you know, we got jet skis. This was like right after Jake gave me my jet ski.
Yeah.
And so we thought
We were riding every day.
yeah, every single day.
Yeah.
And gas prices were cheap. We
I'm
could just
going to get a drink, so just keep talking.
Will you get me one too?
Yes, sir.
So we were riding every single day, and this day, it was kind of like an off day. As you guys know, if you guys know, we cheered in college. So we had a ton of friends that we could invite out to come and ride jet skis, tube, whatever we wanted to do, right? So this certain day, I send in the our team group chat, like, hey guys, me and Brandon are going to be out on the jet skis. If you guys want to come, just let me know, and we'll bring an extra life vest for you. So the only there was people like, oh, I can't come today. Millie couldn't come. Zay couldn't come. Whatever.
By the way, everybody always wanted to go.
Yeah, everybody
so they're
wanted
like,
to
why
go.
don't you invite us?
Yeah,
You
so
know
we were
what I
like, all right, we're gonna invite them. Well, this one friend that we had at the time, we were like really, really close at the time. It was one of my buddy's girlfriends.
Yeah. It was like your best friend. He lived with us for a while.
Yeah,
too.
he lived with us. It was his girlfriend. And she was like, hey, being a cheerleader, it wasn't weird that you could hang out with somebody else's.
Well, it's just like, not even that. Just imagine a teammate.
Yeah, it's like your teammate.
Yeah.
So she shows up. We're riding jet skis. We're having fun. And we rode for probably 2 hours just hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah.
Then we got to the point where it's like, okay, let's all three get on my jet ski.
Yeah. And by the way, they were 3-seaters, so it wasn't like a big deal.
And then let's try to throw each other off.
I might have been out of gas or something like that. Too.
Yeah, something like that. So then I was like, let's try to throw each other off and just ride around. Because it's kind of hard to ride around with 3 people on a jet ski, just in
It's
general.
more of just like 3 people on a jet ski is just more like donuts.
Yeah.
Like
And then
just fun.
bro, if you're driving and turn and you lean the opposite way, you're falling off.
Yeah.
So what happens, and this, come to find out after this accident, this happens a lot.
Very common.
It's common
It's actually
accident.
a warning label on all jet skis, wave runners.
Yeah, so
stuff like that.
I mean, this is just giving some prefaces to the end of the story, but we found out from the doctor that this happens all the time.
Yep. Even saw it on TikTok
Yeah.
the other day.
Yep.
We'll talk about that because
Yeah.
that one's actually crazier.
Yeah, because he...
No, we'll get
Yeah.
into it. We'll get into it.
So what happened was we're doing the donuts or whatever and trying to make each other fall off. Well, the first time Brandon and we'll just say this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to put her name out here there just in case. But this girl falls off. Everything's good. We're laughing, cutting up. We get on again. And we do this multiple times.
Well, this is like commonplace. This
Right.
isn't like, this is just like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Just riding the jet ski.
donuts and just like, it's just, yeah. It's,
So we're like, one more time. I feel like it was one of those one more time things.
I don't know.
Either way, it was like, all right, let's do this one more time. So then they fall off again, But this time, Brandon's like, oh, man, that kind of hurt. I could see it on your face. Like, okay, maybe they hit each other or whatever when they fell off. And then I see her face, and she's like in some pain. And I'm like, but I'm still like,
Tristan's the only one left on the jet ski.
Yeah. And so I'm like still laughing a little bit. But then as I'm getting closer, I see that it's more serious, right? And so I think that she just gets hit by Brandon or gets hit by the side of the jet ski. I don't know. And I'm like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, no, like, I don't know. Like,
But
I'm
she's
hurting.
she's like also like crying in
Yeah.
pain, but also like confused.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know what's going on, blah, blah. Yeah. Now, mind you, I'm on the back of the jet ski. Jet ski's off. Brandon's in the water. We get Brandon on the jet ski, and then we look down, and there's just, like, this is a dirty lake as far as, like, it's, like, milky. It's not, like, clear.
It's just brown water.
Yes, brown water. And you can see blood in the water.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my gosh. I said, I got her up. Like, we were right there by the boat ramp, so we rushed to the boat ramp. She actually drove herself.
Put a towel around her.
Yeah, drove herself, which I was trying to drive her, but she drove herself to the hospital. We get her to the hospital. We get her in, and they rush her into surgery.
Yeah. So basically what happened is, and again, this is commonplace, no idea of this.
Yeah,
until
never
now,
heard of this.
moving forward. But now I'm like super cautious about it. Like even if like someone's standing behind me at the sandbar, I don't even like. So the way a jet ski works is there's an intake in the bottom and there's a jet stream out the back. The jet ski moves by propulsion.
Yeah.
So imagine a water hose times a supercharged engine. Like
16,
forceful.
Was it 1600 cc's?
1800 cc.
1800 cc's of
Pretty
water
serious.
going in one direction.
So it's like the most extreme jet stream.
Yep.
And anyway, when I fell off, I hit the water hard, but she actually fell off into the jet stream.
Yep.
And you could imagine what happened there.
Right.
But yeah, it was really, really bad.
So yeah, they rushed her into surgery. She had to have 3 blood transfusions. I don't know if you knew
Really?
that. Mm-hmm.
I did not know that at all.
The doctors are able to fix her up. She's good in like a few weeks.
It's just a really unfortunate situation. And it's like one of those rare things. It's a freak accident.
Yeah, it was just a free act. But what was so crazy is that we decided to talk about this on the podcast, and me and you both got the same TikTok about this is one of like kind of one of my friends' friends. But
yeah. So I didn't even know that you were associated with this guy at all.
Yeah.
But basically, I mean, this will give more kind of concept of what happened to her too. But this guy, so mind you, she was just in a regular bathing suit.
Right.
This guy that was on this TikTok, same thing happened to him, but he was in a full wetsuit.
Yeah, and a thick one.
A 4-3 wetsuit, thick neoprene.
Right.
So after that had happened, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is actually really dangerous.
And it happens a lot.
And but I was like in our wetsuits and stuff. I was like, okay, we would probably be okay if this ever. Like, if we fell off in this way. We're like wearing our wetsuits or whatever. So turns out that's not the case either.
No.
So the guy on this TikTok was, I don't really know the full story, and I don't think we need to tell his full story, but he basically fell off the wave runner.
It went through his wetsuit into his butt.
The jet stream.
Yeah.
Went through his wetsuit, and then he said water went
he
literally.
He said 19 meters of his intestines.
Did he also said inside of his wetsuit, because he stripped it off?
Yeah.
And this did not happen in our case at all. But he said when he got on the beach, he was like crying in pain, ripped his wetsuit off, and he was covered in blood and shit.
Yeah.
Because basically just got an enema.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And what was crazy is that he said he was fine, didn't have to go to the doctor, or he might have went to the doctor, but I remember him saying that like he didn't have to have surgery. Right. That's a miracle. I don't know how he didn't have to have surgery, because most people, if it goes in the butt, bro, you have a colostomy bag. Like, it's really bad. Yeah,
I'm not sure. I just know it's like a crazy freak accident. Super, super scary.
It was very, dude, it was very scary. Very scary.
Everybody's okay now. That's all. That's what's important. And definitely a major lesson was learned there. And it's
Absolutely.
crazy because you see those warning labels, but most of the time it's just like life jacket, this and that.
It's like tiny
but it tells
print.
you.
Yeah.
It tells you. I think it actually tells you not to wear swim trunks or something like that.
Yeah.
Because of it. It's crazy. It's a warning label that's on there.
I'm sure.
But Anyway, so that's something wild.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay on this topic too much.
No.
I kind of want to transition here. I wrecked a jet ski when I was little. Did you know this?
I've heard the story, I think.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty wild. So, actually, this happened right across the street.
Really? At
Yeah.
this lake?
Yeah, we're not going to name the lake.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's where I went with my dad when I was younger.
Yeah.
He had two red Sea-Doos, and we would ride them around and stuff. So much fun. It was like the best memories as a kid. That's why I ended up buying the Wave Runner I had, the one that got stolen. But I bought that because I remember how fun it was as a kid. Anyway, I'm riding, dude, and there's a guy doing just circles. You know how it is on a Wave Runner. Like, you just do circles. You could do that all day. It's just so much fun. So I'm going straight.
Yeah.
And this guy's doing circles, and he turns, like, out of his circles.
Yeah.
In my direction. And when you're going full speed, you don't really have like sharp precision turning.
Especially with those jet skis back in the day.
Yeah, no, there's no brakes. Like, we have brakes on our Wave Runners now, which is pretty sick, but there was none of that. And so it was a last minute thing. I tried to get out of the way and he's still coming this way. Because either I turn left and hit the rear of his Wave Runner, or I turn right and like we try to miss each other and like hit the sides, if that makes sense. Yeah. We didn't quite get to sides. He cut in front of me, and I jumped over the front of his Wave Runner. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I completely crushed the whole front of his Wave Runner, and the bottom of our Wave Runner was completely fine.
Really?
Because the hole is very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just crunched straight through his.
You jumped him.
Pretty much. Yeah, but I mean, imagine that, dude. Like, when I'm over him, if I look left, like 1 foot away, I could have rubbed his head, right? Like, I mean, I'm a little kid, but I'm just giving you an idea of like.
Imagine you're just like doing circles.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He definitely was off. Like,
he just wasn't paying attention.
Discombobulated by his own donuts. Just.
He was like, man, that was so fun. Boom! Little Brandon.
Yeah, hit, dude. It was so loud.
I bet.
My dad, we had insurance and everything. They did not. And our Wave Runner was fine. Yeah. Theirs was not. Right. And so my dad went down there and the guy was like, man, and I think he had like some, maybe like, I don't want to say like a warrant or whatever, but he was like, definitely didn't want the cops called or whatever. Right. And my dad was like, that's cool. Like, I won't call the cops or whatever, but like, we don't have damage. Like, you got damage. I'm just trying to like get us figured out here. And the guy definitely, he was up to some sketchy shit. Yeah. Maybe like, he didn't want no problems, basically. Right. And he knew he was in the wrong. He was okay. I was okay. My jet ski was fine. His wasn't. It was his fault. So it was kind of like he just got the shit into the stick.
What was, like, he just jumped another jet ski. What is that like? Did you land it? Did you fall off?
No, well, we had basically what we have now, like the 3-seater. Yeah. We kind of like had that. Okay. And they had one of like the smaller... The one, like, if you lean too far left, that bitch is rolling over. They had, like, a smaller one.
Not the one you stand up behind and lift up.
No, not the one you stand up behind. But they had, like, it's a 2-seater, but it's just one long rectangle seat. Yeah. I'd have to try to find, like, an old picture or something. But it's just old, right? Yeah. And it was yellow and black. I remember that. But, yeah, so my dad was like, well, let's load our shit up and get out of here. He was like, telling me on the ride home, he was like, you don't understand how loud that was.
How old are you?
I was actually in late middle school or really early high school. Yeah. I think I might have actually been in like 9th grade. Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Dude, that is hilarious, honestly.
Yeah. And so we took off out of there, and my dad was like, you don't understand how loud that was, dude.
I got another jet ski story.
What's that?
With me and you and another guy.
Oh, God, what's that?
So me and Brandon, it was me, Brandon, and my old camera guy, Emilio. Oh, which used to be just our friend.
Bro.
Well, he's not used to be. He was
this
just
one
our
doesn't
friend.
Involve any broken bones.
No,
but we should, bro. Oh my! If we made it through this, oh God. If there was anything that should have hurt us, yes, it was this.
So as you guys know, our jet skis go freaking fast.
Yeah, they go real fast.
Real fast.
70 something. But fast. Like they get there so quick.
Yeah. So we're driving. We're going. I remember seeing 68 on the dashboard.
Yeah,
with three guys.
I'm actually driving.
At the time, me and you, we probably weighed, let's just say 180 apiece.
I 165.
165.
Yeah.
Okay, me too. No, 170. And then Millie was like, big boy. Like
big boy.
200, 220.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we had a lot of weight on that jet ski.
Mind you, this is we ride every day.
Yeah,
Come
we're
hang
riding
out.
every day.
Yeah.
And so we're getting up, we're driving, and we were driving on this pretty small lake and going 68 miles an hour, and we start to hit some waves.
Boat wake.
That we
That didn't see.
That we did not see because it just came around the corner. So as soon as we start to hit those, Brandon lets go of the gas, and as soon as he does that, it takes Millie, because Millie's in the very back, I'm in the middle, Brandon's in the front. It takes Millie, and I remember seeing Millie come past us at 68 miles an hour, and then he jerks me off.
Wait a minute, he did what to you?
He jerked me off. Yeah. He
Ladies and
pulls
gentlemen,
me
welcome
off.
to the Banger Podcast. Dude.
So he's holding on to me, I'm holding on to Brandon.
Oh.
So boom, boom, and just kept
Can
pulling.
I tell you what I saw before you get there?
Yeah.
So, dude, so I'm driving this thing,
Yeah.
and we're hauling ass. We really are.
Yeah.
But 68 and 70 miles an hour is chill. Like,
right.
it's comfortable. When you hit the waves we hit, and they were unexpected. We were coming up on them quick, and they were boat wake from another boat way far away. So I didn't expect that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm also, like, not as professional as we are now. We've been doing it for years now.
Yeah.
We're good. But 3 people adds a significant amount of weight, and your agility goes way down. As I see those waves. We hit 1 or 2, so we're all jostled.
Oh, that's why
We're jostled.
Dude, it hits one and Millie goes up, and he's also still holding on. And then I see him like out at my peripheral,
Yeah.
just like looking at me like, oh shit.
So I let off the throttle.
God, dude, I got chills.
We had already jostled him a little bit, and I let off the throttle. Now, mind you, I have straight up handlebars, so I'm like the most secure. But it's kind of like a snowball effect, like a little shock here, big shock there, big shock in the back.
Yeah.
And so I'm driving, and then I see Emilio's head passes. Now on this jet ski, you have these side view mirrors, like they're side mirrors.
Yeah.
Dude, his head passes the side view mirrors. Millie is almost in front of the
jet ski.
but he's on the side. So if he did fall off, he's not getting run over. He's going to the side of it. But he fell off over the side to the point where I was like, he's gone. Like, there's no saving him. But then I also see Tristan, and now I feel some weight. Dude, dominoes, like the most hardcore dominoes of all time.
I was so confused. But dude, so this was so bad. So we all fall off, and I did probably like 10 to 15 somersaults.
Oh, when you hit the water at 60-something miles an hour, you skip across that bitch for a while.
For Millie was just, I don't remember I think Millie was just sliding, bro. And then I was just like full on somersault going through the water. And I remember getting out of the water, it knocked the breath out of me. And I'm like, oh, like that, right? Yeah. Mind you, the jet ski keeps going for 75 to 100 yards.
Well, that's the thing. So, like, I was wearing the ripcord cable.
Yeah.
And when I fell off, it shut off the jet ski. But there was so much momentum, that bitch was gone,
so
bro.
it was such a bad wreck.
Yeah.
Everybody was okay, but there was 2 other jet skiers that came up and were like, "Are you guys okay?
Are y'all good?"
And I was like, "Ah." But then as soon as I caught my breath, because I think getting the breath knocked out of you is one of the scariest things.
Yeah, because you're cognizant of the fact that you can't inhale.
Yeah. You're like, and it just
There's nothing.
hurts.
Yeah.
But so we're good. But as soon as that, the pain subsided, we were dying laughing.
Yeah. Once we all realized everybody was still alive.
Like the people were like, "Are you guys okay?" And we're just dying. We can't even talk to them.
Yeah. It was one of those things, though, where it's like, I felt like I had my brain washed. Like, so much water through my nasal cavities. And dude.
Blown out.
Yeah. It was, that was the fastest I've ever fallen into the water. Yeah.
We should have been hurt.
Yeah, we really should have been. I think the fact that we were like really athletic at the time probably helped a lot. But yeah, I mean, you ever fell off the water moving really fast like that, and you're I think this is what happened to Emilio, where your life jacket acts as like a board, and you just slide across the water.
If I'm right, I think that's what happened to him, but I might be totally wrong.
Yeah.
I think it was either that or me and him are somersaulting over top of each other.
It was bad, man. But I'll never forget seeing Emilio's head pass my side.
Bro, I was like, whoa, why?
We're literally like,
because I was good, bro.
Look over.
I was good. I was like holding on to you like this, bro.
Right.
And I was like, yeah.
We shouldn't have had the biggest guy in the back.
No.
Dude, you remember nighttime tubing? Now, I do think that we weren't allowed to do this because now, well, at least in Florida, I know the laws are you can't have a PWC personal watercraft, a.k.a. jet ski, at night past dawn.
Yeah.
And even if you put lights on them, which, by the way, we did navigation lights and the white anchor light on the jet ski.
And we had a guy on the back with a spotlight.
Yep, and the driver had a headlamp. But we were also driving by a lit area that was like this dam.
Yeah.
And so it was completely lit. So it was driving at night, but also...
We probably shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah, but we hooked glow sticks to everybody.
Yeah.
We taped glow sticks to the life jackets. We did glow sticks to the rope, glow sticks all over the tube. It was the coolest thing ever.
It was really, really cool. But I have a story that I don't know if you remember.
I think we could probably do that at night on the boats here, though.
Yeah, potentially. So I got a funny story.
Yeah.
So same group of people, but we added one, Zay.
Okay.
We were taking him. They had never been tubing. Millie and
was
Zay.
I there for this?
Yeah, you were
right?
pulling them.
Yeah.
So Zay, my buddy Zay and Millie had never been tubing, never even been on a lake.
Right.
So we're like, dude, let's go tubing. We put them in our wetsuits and everything like that. I had some extra wetsuits.
Oh, I remember them stretching into those. That was funny.
So funny. So this one time you were like pulling us hard, but I think it was just Millie and Zay. I don't think I was here.
Yep.
But I know the story pretty well. So you were pulling them hard as crap, just going in circles, doing figure eights, whatever, making them jump and stuff.
Yep.
And Zay got motion sickness.
Oh my gosh, I remember. Oh man.
He's just holding on to the tubes going, going 30 miles an hour on a tube, throwing up and just keeps holding on.
I remember that, dude. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Good memories, man.
God, dude, we need to go tubing.
We need to bring those boys down.
Yeah, we need to go tubing.
Because it's fun for us, but it's way funnier when you have people who are like, that's not their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're about it.
Yeah.
They're about it.
We had some fun ass times with those boys.
I don't think we talked about any TikToks.
We talked about one TikTok. But
I honestly don't have any right now. Haven't been a big TikTok guy.
I'm gonna click on TikTok real fast. I'm gonna give it some.
I think the Instagram segment was funny. I mean, we can't do that ever again because that was only a one-time thing, but that was funny.
You ever been stung by a jellyfish?
Yes, in my lips.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What was you trying to do to that jellyfish?
I had my wetsuit completely on.
I've had this
my
happen
hood
too.
and then my goggles. The only thing visible is basically your upper and lower lip, and the jellyfish just went right across my lips. Dude, stung so bad.
I had that happen too.
I looked hella cute though. My lips was just
little baby.
I looked like a filter.
But like on bare skin, other than your lips, that sucks. But
no, but I did pee on my lips when I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding. It did make it go away though. I'm kidding, bro.
Yeah,
my friend did it for me. I'm kidding. All right, I'm done. I'm done with that. No, have you?
No, I don't think I have.
I think Jake was telling me.
I just said I got stung. I got stung on the top of my lip right here, but it wasn't like a bad jellyfish. It was like the ones that aren't supposed to sting, but it still stung me.
Huh.
It was really weird.
What jellyfish doesn't sting? That's literally what they do.
I don't know.
Huh.
I was told. Oh, it's like it's not a bat. It just feels like a pinch.
A what?
A pinch.
Is that how you really say that? Pinch?
What do you call?
Pinch?
A pinch? I guess I say both.
Because you would spell yours like P-E-N-C-H. Pinch.
Yeah, it just feels like a pinch.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they don't hurt. You can like the ones that you can see the electrical.
Yeah.
And you could like hold them at the beach or whatever. Well, there was like a whole freaking colony of them. We were that one summer, me, you, and Jake went out.
Yeah.
And Jupiter. We was diving down, and I was like, oh my God, there's jellyfish here. And it just went right across just like you. I also
got you in the lip.
Peed on my lip too.
Let me ask you a question. Did you pee upward? Did you hang upside down and pee downwards?
I can pee up today.
Yeah.
I can just pressurize it.
Yeah. I actually still practice this to this day, just in case I get stung by a jellyfish. I always practice peeing upwards.
Yeah, I sometimes taste it.
Just to make sure you're hydrated.
Dude, no joke, I did that as a kid.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
In the shower when I was a kid, I remember peeing up and tasting my own pee.
Your parents are so proud of you.
So gross.
And
then as soon as I did it, I was like,
no, you weren't. You're like,
I actually drank it all.
no, it was a straw to that thing.
No.
It was
like
friggin' 7-Eleven.
This is an early memory I have. Like me and my cousins used to, we used to take showers together, like baths together, showers together.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure my older cousin just like dared me. And if you get double dog dared, if you get double dog dared, then you got to do it.
Dude, that's
and I did it.
Would you win?
Crazy injury.
Okay.
As a kid, dude, if I got double dog dared, God dang, that's hard to say. Double dog dared.
I double dog dare you to say that 5 times fast.
Double dog dared. I got double dog dared.
You know when you say words,
I got DDD'd to walk across a fire.
Oh shit!
Listen. But the fire, we had a fire the night before.
Okay.
And as a kid, like it's just ashes, like it's not hot.
That shit was hot.
So they DDD'd me, and
that triple D on you.
They triple D'd me, and I was like, I'll walk across it. Why wouldn't I? Like, I got triple D. I ain't no bitch.
I'm tasting my piss in the shower. I'll walk around this fire.
Dude, I was not scared because I also thought, dude, we had a fire last night, bro.
Yeah.
It's like in the evening time.
Yeah.
I walked across it, 3rd-degree burns, feet.
Damn, dog.
But they triple D'd me, so I acted like I was good, and then I just walked inside and went to my grandma that just recently got ran over by.
Y'all were both crippled.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow, dude.
Yeah, and that's a funny story.
That's pretty crazy. My craziest triple D experience.
I wish we had merch, bro.
Triple D.
Triple D.
Banger Boys, Triple D experience.
Yeah.
Before I get into my Triple D experience, at the movie theater, there's one in Columbus. It's called the Big D Experience.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the IMAX, but they call it the Big D Experience. And it's shaped like, it's like underlined and then a D.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 lines to a D.
Yeah.
Really weird.
They have one in my hometown, too.
Big D. The Big D Experience. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, we'll start right here. I got triple D'd to eat.
I don't like the triple D.
You're a double D kind of.
We got D'd.
No, okay. We got double dog dared.
Okay.
I got
DDD.
I got double dog dared to eat minnow.
Okay.
And I ate it.
Yeah.
Dude, when you were little and you had a little seed, like you ate a watermelon seed or whatever, and they're like, watermelon's going to grow inside you.
Yeah, I really thought that.
Imagine eating a little ass fish.
Yeah.
Imagine what goes to your brain through there. I remember losing a Guggen Squad challenge, and me and John B had to eat half a brim together. Like a baby bluegill. But by the way, this thing was like still this big.
I don't remember that.
We cut it in half,
and
I was like, dude, I don't know how to do this. Cut the barbs off the fins, thank God. He got the front half, I got the back half. And he poured us 2 little red Solo cups. John B did this. Put Tito's in both of them, dropped the fish in. He was like, bottoms up. And we cheersed and yeah, dude. And so like it brought me back to that memory as a kid of eating that minnow. Dude, I felt way more uncomfortable. By the way, I was like trying to swallow it like because it's like, dude, I could take a bite of a cheeseburger and swallow a huge piece of cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You throw a little fish in there, I'm like I couldn't get it down, dude. I finally ate it, but for days I was like, I bet he's kicking around right now. Yeah. Digested them whole.
Dang.
Isn't that crazy though? Like old versions of us, we would just grab a fish out the water and eat it up. But now I'm just like, I think that's probably not good for you. Isn't that weird?
Dude,
we're soft. Full circle. We are soft.
Yeah.
Guess that's kind of weird too. Just yelling at
You
yourself.
want to have my dad on here?
Is he calling you right now? Dude, my phone's been blown up. Let's go ahead and end the podcast. Dude, it's been a good one.
Yeah.
I had fun with this
We're
one.
kind of all over the place, but
I think people like that though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back to you.
All right. Thank you guys for joining in on another Banger podcast.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
With your boy B&T. You got some good stuff on this one. Tristan got ran over by a train. His grandma got the freaking triple cart experience at Walmart. Just got flatlined. I got my nose punched in by a kid.
Yeah, we talked about some great stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people will be able to relate to your childhood triple Ds.
Everybody has some pretty crazy double dog dares. All right.
We'll catch you enjoyed. We love you.
I love you too.
Oh, thanks, man.
Okay. All right, bye. We'll catch you on the next podcast. See you.